Today's gonna be a good day. Today, we're gonna have a lot of fun, and you know why? It's coffee roasting day. All right, hello everyone and welcome. My name is John, and today I'm gonna be roasting two batches of coffee, one on the Behmor 1600 Plus and one on the Freshroast SR800 with the extended chamber. I recently filmed an in-depth comparison video on these two roasters, but today I'm just going to be roasting a batch on each of them and just showing you the whole process so you can see what the experience is like with these two roasters. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so first we're gonna roast on the Behmor, and yeah, this is my setup. I have to roast on this chair because this outlet is very high and the power cord for both the Behmor and the Freshroast are very short, like 3 feet or so. And then this outlet, this is the one. This is the strongest outlet in the garage, so this is where I gotta be. So I have these beans already sorted. There's 266 grams in each of these containers, which is an unusual amount. But these are all the green beans I have left. So I just divided what I have currently into 2 batches of even size. So we'll see how that goes. It's slightly more than I like to use with the fresh roast, but that's okay. We're just gonna go with it. Okay, so I pop this thing open, pull out the chaff tray and the drum. Oh, actually I need to blow this out. There's... Okay, pop open the drum. Oh. So beans will often get stuck here between the drum and these little plates, which help to guide them in the rotation. So you just gotta pop these out, so else that's gonna burn and ruin this. Not ruin, but you know, add some smokiness to the next roast. All right, so beans going in. Close this up. Sits inside here. This other end clicks in. Blow out the chaff collector. Boom. Okay, so I'm gonna press the half-pound button. Then I'm gonna press start. And then after that, I'll immediately press P5 to kick it to 100% power. And then maybe like 8 or 9 minutes in, I'll click P4 to drop it down to 75%. Okay, so I got my stopwatch here. And go. Okay, so obviously there's not much to see here, so we're gonna just go warp speed ahead, but I will show you as things get to an interesting point. So this is why I'm using this outlet in particular. It's giving me right around 120 volts actually supplied to the machine, and that made such a huge difference for both of these roasters. All right, so 8 minutes have elapsed, so I'm just gonna click this button to drop the heat down a little bit, because sometimes what happens with the Behmor is the heat slowly builds, it gets to become really strong, and then the entire first crack will happen in about a minute. So it just kind of progresses too quickly. So I do like to slow it down slightly partway through the roast. All right, here we go. Can you see that? It's flashing a little warning. It's very hard to read. I have to press the start button sometime within that 30-second time frame, or else the roast will stop and the roaster will turn off. So I'm getting down to have less than 3 minutes left. If I run out of time, I can press the C button to kick that back up, and you can actually do that an unlimited amount of time, as opposed to pressing these time up buttons, which there's a limit to that, and you can't go beyond it. So this is the way to add more time. Okay, so we're at 11 minutes and 45 seconds into it. I just heard the very first pop, so hopefully first crack will get rolling here in just a bit, and I hope you'll be able to hear it. the timer is getting low. It's under 1.5 minutes, so I'm gonna hit this, and that kicks it back up to 2 minutes, and I'll do that again if I need to. So gotta be ready to jump into action here. So this is time to get the gloves on so I can move quickly as I'm ready to pull these beans out. Okay, so the popping has been totally subsided for about 20 seconds, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop it here. I don't want to get to that second crack at all. So pull this out, grab the drum, and it's cool time. So okay, so there they are. I wasn't totally happy with that, but they're still gonna be pretty tasty. These beans are pretty delicious. Okay, that's roast one done. I wasn't totally happy with that. The first crack didn't really get rolling to my liking. So when I kicked the machine down to lower power, I definitely did that too early. I should have waited another 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes or so. So that's my bad. I haven't practiced on this machine in a while, so I just think the fresh roast is more fun. But anyway, so this will be fine, but it wasn't quite what I was hoping for. All right, fresh roast setting up. Okay, so we're gonna start this one on full power, full fan speed. Let that run for 3 minutes, and then we'll just start dropping the fan speed by 1 every minute after that. So, on your marks, get set. Oh boy, go. Okay, so the cooling cycle just finished. All I have to do is remove this, which is hot. Flip it upside down. Take this, pour it into the colander, and then just gotta set this down because it is glass. And that's about it. Once this cools off, I'll go dump this chaff out, but you can see there's not really any mess anywhere. Okay, so how are we looking? That's the Behmor. Looks decently even. There's the fresh roast. Not quite as even, but to be fair, I don't ever roast that amount. I always roast less than that. But because I had to divide this amount of beans into 2 batches, that's what we get. But yeah, definitely not as even as the Behmor. Okay, so one thing I want to say about these beans, I had a 5-pound bag of these, and I just never got a nice even roast out of them at all, no matter what I did. So normally you can get things roasted more evenly. For whatever reason, these beans just will not roast evenly for me. They are natural process, so there's a lot of variance within them. But yeah, the Behmor tends to roast a little more evenly because the drum does a perfect job of keeping everything moving, whereas the fresh roast is a little more challenging in that tight cylinder, although with the smaller batch, 1/2 pound, it will be even better. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that, coming behind the scenes with me on my roasting day, as I'm using both of these machines today. Now, if you are trying to make a decision between the fresh roast and the Behmor, I have a very detailed, in-depth comparison video comparing all of the important things you need to know about these two roasters to see which one is right for you. And if you're new to coffee roasting or just want some more tips in general, I also have a video designed to help you understand the roasting process in a way that applies to any roaster that you might have or may have in the future, just so that you can know really what to look for, what are the signs and milestones throughout the roasting process to help guide you towards your perfect cup of coffee. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. And if you want to see more behind the scenes stuff like this, just let me know in the comments section. I can easily film some more things as I'm roasting regularly. But for now, that's going to do it. So thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all the best with your roasting and with your life, and I hope to see you back here again real soon. Peace.